Hayden, so now you're stuck with me. I am going to ask you a couple questions, okay?
Okay. Well, I can see the future, so I can predict them. About
right,
9.
What do you think my first questions? What is it?
I said about 9. Like.
Oh, I was going to ask you how many shows you've done today.
Oh, today? This is my second one. I did. Yeah, I did an in-person one just before I came here. So I did that in real life, and then I came back into this depressing 10 by 10 room. I've been doing shows in the last year, so but I've been having a blast.
Answer another question. Let's see if I can get the right question. Answer another question.
Virginia. I don't know.
Okay.
Where did I get a speeding ticket? I don't know. What was the question?
The question was going to be like, every redneck's got like a cleaned up cousin. So what was West Virginia's cleaned up cousin? So you got it right. You did it. You got it right. All right, Hayden, let me ask you some other questions, man. So look, it's really dope that you do magic. A lot of people are interested in magic. I told someone I got a magician on the show tonight, and they're really excited about it. I guess a lot of people get excited when you tell them that you do magic. What got you into that? How'd you start that?
I watched it's the same as like a lot of other people who are into magic. I saw magic on TV as a kid, and I went to my local library. I picked up magic books and kind of taught myself. I grew up in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and there's a magic shop in Gastonia that I used to go to like once a month. I knew the owner. I was 10, and he kind of tricked me out and made me work for free. But I learned how every single trick on the shelf worked, and I would bring people in and get tip money performing. So I've been doing that since I was 10. That's
wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I imagine a magic shop in Gastonia would like show you how to hide a rat from a potential renter or something. I can't imagine what a Gastonia is. Like how to hide the crack from the police. There ain't no crack, officer.
True story. One of the first gigs I had, I was 15. I booked a restaurant twice a week. I would walk table to table, and I put $50 of my own money when I was 15. I printed out a sign, said magic show. It was like just me as a 15-year-old with this corny crap. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a sign, said magic on Thursdays, and the first day someone stole it from the front of the restaurant. I don't know what they would have done with it. But I developed some thick skin performing in Gastonia. There's a lot of large people being like, do me a trick, magic boy. So I got really good at working crowds for sure.
That's crazy, bro. Like, I love it. You're like, my first trick was making this poster disappear. That's what happened.
I didn't even do it. I just showed up, and the owner was like, where is it? I said, I don't know. He's like, okay, well, that sucks. I just don't know what someone would do with a magic show poster from a all-you-can-eat fish restaurant,
They're waiting on you to, like, make it huge, and they're going to be like, look what I got. I got his first poster.
Yeah, well, maybe they're watching tonight, and they say, hey, we were watching Nite Brite, our favorite show, and we got the poster here. It's vintage, so if you're out there, take a selfie, send it to me. Here's my social. You got it right there.
Hey, I like it. It's ransom money for Hayden. Hayden, let me ask you this. As a comic, what happens to me all the time, and I'm sure this happens to you because you do comedy and magic and stuff. I'm sure this happens to you. When you say you do magic, what's the first thing people ask you?
They usually ask me to do a trick. Yeah, they say,
right. And what's your response to that? What do you do?
It depends on who it is and how they ask. If they seem pretty cool, if they seem genuinely interested in magic, I'll do something real quick. I might do something like with my wedding ring here.
Oh, whoa!
I might do a trick like that, or so I like to leave someone with a memory. If they seem like a jerk, like they're demanding me to do something, I won't do it. And I'm guessing with you as a comic, like they tell a joke, and it's really hard to do that.
Yeah, no one's ever. I don't understand that. Like I never understood that when people are like, "Oh, you do comedy? Can you show me? Or can you tell me a joke? You know what I mean? Like if you meet a podiatrist, you're like, you're a podiatrist. Hey, will you tell me what's on this foot? Right? Can you show me? Like no one
To be
says
fair,
that,
I
you know
get
what I mean?
excited when I meet you, but I don't get excited when I meet my podiatrist. So maybe they're just happy to see you.
Hey, you know what? That's a good perspective. I love it. I love it. Hey, you know what? We're going to open up. I forgot to mention this, but if you are on Facebook, anybody can leave a question for Hayden. I meant to say that earlier so we'd have time for questions. But if anybody has a question, you can ask one. Same thing with Mona or Big Mike. You can ask a question if you have one. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep interviewing Mr. Hayden Childress. Hayden, what is the next big thing you got going on?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm filming.
Like you got a show coming up or anything like that, or something?
Yeah. Well, I'm filming for a
anything?
TV show this month, and then I'm planning like a live theater tour kind of thing. So, I got a lot of corporate stuff, and I'm just working towards that right now. The tricky thing has been finding venues to do the shows in, and it's been so long since I've done a proper like theater that I need to rehearse it a bunch. And so so I'm hoping by September I'll be doing that pretty frequently. And I mean, January to March every weekend next year, I have a different city set up. So I've got to be good by then, but doing things like this helps me practice.
I've got to be good by January to March. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I just have to be well rehearsed. The thing is, when you're on stage, if you have 90 minutes in a theater, doing something like I need to bring someone on stage to pick a card could take 45 seconds to 2 minutes. That eats into show times. You have to get really good at da. My marker's here, my lighter's here. I have to be quick.
Bro,
and
I remember the first time I saw you, I hadn't seen Up Close Magic, I think, but a couple times. And I saw you at this comedy show, actually. You did a magic, I guess, set. I don't know what you call it. You can tell me what the verbiage is. But you did this like magic, and I think you made something appear. If again, I might, I don't have the best memory, bro. But I think you made something appear from another part of the room. You know what I mean? Or if it was, or someone else had it. And you're like, all right, where's this card? Oh, you know what? This card or this thing I wrote on or something is on the other side, and you went and did it. And I just remember like, oh my gosh, how is that possible?
Yeah, I actually remember it. So, and that's sort of my process for trying stuff out, because I can do it in this room by myself in front of a mirror. But it's one thing until you go out with real people in a bar or something like that. So the trick you're saying, I'd have two people pick cards and sign their names on both. They would squeeze both in their hands, and then they would switch places. That was the trick. And that was my opener for a while, and it was really tough to get it to trick people or get it to work. I'm glad you remember it well. I probably left that night and was like, oh my God, I suck. But glad I left a good memory and allowed me to be here meeting all of you.
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, and something else you do, and we both do, is you do virtual events too. So you're still doing those, right?
Yeah, pretty frequently. I have 3 this week and some coming up next month. Who knows how long they're going to stay. I mean, I think a lot of companies are still doing it because a lot of companies like in New York and stuff haven't gone back yet. So we'll see. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. It's really easy. I can just walk 20 feet. But of course, I love seeing people in real life too.
So I hope you like this. Ever since I was a little child, I wanted to make the people smile, make the people smile. Ever since I lost a little boy, I just want the people to smile back at me. I want to do something incredulously, like being in a movie or a TV screen. I got a magic trick I'd like to show you. For you disappear, were you even here? Get ready, 'cause it's my magic. Get ready, cause in my magic. Ever since I was a little boy, I just wanna make the people smile. Ever since I was a little child, wanna make you laugh, wanna see you smile. I realized that I could be just like the people on the movie screen or the TV shows. I gotta get it once more. Look out, cause I'm ready to give you a little Cat Williams on tour. Get ready, cause here I have a TV show for you, a TV show for you. I make you feel real good. So look at me, I'm just having a blast, having a time on a TV screen. If you know what I mean, I like to be with people who like to laugh with me, who like to smile with me, who like to get it in with their home and their family. You'll see, we're all family. You'll see, together, everything can be a little funny.